welcome to another exciting episode of
ZoeTv.
ZoeTv.
Oh my gosh.
We are on a heater. We've had 4 or 5 weeks in a row where our guests have wowed the entire campus. And this week, I don't want to build this up too high, but it's probably the most coveted guest we've had in over a year.
Oh man, at least.
At least, right?
Yes.
I mean, we've had some celebrities, we've had a lot of sons, we've had a lot of people, but I feel like this one is going to bring so much insight and tangible help to the campus.
I mean, we're probably not going to be necessary anymore.
We're
going to be irrelevant.
And just turn it over to said guest and let her or him just roll. But before we do that, we go get some coffee.
Wait, let's. What about the weather last week?
I mean, can you believe Thursday? 80 degrees?
80 degrees on Wednesday last week. And I mean, where's summer? I don't want to know.
Hazy cloud. It felt like October, November.
I thought it was going to rain.
It was bizarre.
Yeah, because we know what's coming. So
we're being spoiled. But even in the 90s, the nights are great.
Yes.
Mornings are great. We're on our outdoor workouts at 8 a.m. and they're fabulous out there. There's no heat.
There is no reason not to be out walking.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And even in our afternoon, in the memory care, when we do our afternoon workouts outside, it's still not bad.
I know.
The outdoor workout space you got is amazing.
Where are we? Where do we live?
We live in this utopian society that our guest is going to bring wisdom to.
Oh, and only make it better.
Should we just start?
Let's do it.
Cruise Week. I am excited.
Oh, yeah. Cruise Week is always like the best. Well, no, I actually like Game Week the best.
Oh, I don't.
Don't tell anybody.
You do?
I love
It's
games.
good, but I don't know. You know what I love?
What do you
Gold
love?
Rush. I just love that line.
Gold Rush is great.
The Western stuff.
Yes.
But I got a lot of attire for Cruise Week, so
I do like Pirate.
You do like pirates.
I love
you got
my pirate.
Love affair with the pirates.
I do.
Right.
I love my pirate costume.
We got to get going.
Oh,
because
I'm sorry.
we got to get coffee. We're going to turn the show over to this guest.
Yes.
We are so lucky because we get joined by Holly Ankrom. Did I say it right?
You did.
Holly,
you did.
Welcome.
Thank you,
Holly
guys.
is our new addition on campus, and she is our outpatient therapy manager. So a lot of you out there have been in therapy with Wendy and that team. This is the new face of outpatient therapy down in the Performance Center, in the Wellness Clinic. So, Holly, we've built you up. You're not going to let us down. You're going to be amazing. First off, thank you for joining us.
Of course, of course.
Awesome to have you here. So,
and with all the warning you had.
I know.
You probably rehearsed, 2-3 days?
Like an hour.
An hour. Wow, that's more than most.
That's more than
Yeah. All right.
So why don't we start with how long you've been here? Because it's not a long time, and this is like you're getting your feet wet on campus, and we threw you in the fire on the show, but it's the best way to introduce anybody new to our residents.
Yes.
And they love to hear about you. So talk about yourself for a minute. Talk about where you're from. What brought you to Glencroft?
So I'm actually originally from Indiana.
Everybody's from Indiana. Where in Indiana?
Nobody's gonna know this, but Mishawaka.
Oh, I love the name. Oh, yeah.
So
we've been through there.
Pretty well-known football team, college football team.
The Mishawaka.
No.
Oh.
I said well-known.
Oh, well-known.
Yeah, it starts with the N.
Notre Dame?
There you go.
There you go.
5 minutes from South Bend.
Okay, so is that where you went to school?
No, was only there for 5 years.
Okay.
Moved to California, Sacramento, to be exact.
Nice.
And then in '93 came to Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've been here for 30 years.
Wow.
Yep.
What part of Arizona? Were you in this area or?
Tempe.
Okay.
Yep.
Did you go to ASU?
Awatuki. No. No.
Just guessing all the schools I
know. And then Awatuki.
Okay.
So it's about 40 minutes.
I love Awatuki.
I do.
It's like its own little.
I almost bought a house in Awatuki back in the day.
Really?
I did. Out in there's a golf course that's kind of back in a little I forget the name of it.
I like how it's in a circle and you can.
It was just so hard to get in or out back in the day. It was one road in, one road out, and I was like,
that's true.
And
was
I
it Club
St.
West?
Joe's, and I go, there is no way I want to do this.
It had to be Club West.
Club West, that was it. Yep, Club West.
So you have a drive.
Like 40 minutes. It's
Me
not
too,
bad.
so
not bad.
I feel like 30. I'm spoiled with you two.
Yeah, no kidding. Lucky. Okay, so
Um,
Arizona. How did you come to Arizona? What
So,
brought you from California?
My mom came here to take care of my grandparents because they
Oh.
retired here.
Okay,
Yeah.
from Indiana.
Yep.
Tell me the city again.
Mishawaka.
Mishawaka. Is that a Native American name?
I believe so.
I like
Sounds
it.
like-
Yeah.
Mishawaka.
Yeah.
Mishawaka.
5 minutes from South Bend.
Okay.
Yep.
I've been to South Bend several times.
Actually, you probably been to Mishawaka and didn't know it.
Oh, okay. I have good friends that live on Dallas Lake.
Okay.
Do you know where that is?
I do not.
Okay, well, it's
She's like, yeah.
Yes!
Love it. Never
it's
heard of it.
in Indiana
No.
and it's beautiful. It's
And then they
beautiful.
also call it Michiana because we're so close to Michigan.
Okay.
Oh, I
See, that's
love
what I was
Michigan.
thinking with the Mishawaka.
So,
Oh, of
Michigan.
course you were.
Well, I was ahead of the game.
Yeah, well, of course you are.
All right, so let's talk about therapy. How did you get involved with Health Pro Heritage? How has this transition to coming on our campus been for you?
very good, actually. I can't say enough good things about Health Pro Heritage. Today is my 3rd day.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Yes.
You made it a lot further
Yep,
than most.
yep.
Just playing Jeff Olson. No, that's good.
Yeah.
Day 3, you're excited. You're in
Yep.
that phase. It's like
Yep.
the honeymoon phase.
Yes.
I love that.
Well, we're
And-
still in it, and
Yeah.
we've been here
Yeah.
5 years, so not 75, but 7 and 5. Okay.
Yep. So this is my 3rd day. I'm loving it so far. I'm going to start meeting hopefully more of you folks, residents here. I'm excited. I've been actually in therapy for 9 years.
Okay.
12 if you count my years as a tech. So
Gotcha. Okay.
my expertise is wide. The variety of what I know is pretty wide and expansive.
Good.
So done neurological, you name it, I've done it.
That's very
Wow.
cool.
Yeah.
So have you always catered to maybe this clientele or this demographic and seniors, or has
Yep.
it gone across the board?
Nope, just seniors.
Very cool.
Wow, that
Good.
is
Yeah.
awesome. So, all right, the big question, where did you go to school?
Gateway Community College. I'm
Okay.
a PTA.
Okay,
Yep.
great.
Yep. Very good school.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Very good school.
So you've gotten to have hands-on our residents over the last couple of days. You're
Mhm.
actually seeing residents
A few.
currently.
Yep.
Okay. So, and I think it's important, everybody listening out there, because Health Pro, you guys had your team on, boots on the ground, seeing a lot of residents, and then there was a little bit of a transition time where a few therapists moved on to other places, Health Pro places them, or
Mhm.
whatever the case may be. And you guys have been playing catch up on getting a lot
Yep.
of our residents back.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
all of you out there that were in therapy and you're like, hey, what happened? We got our new people
Mhm.
Yes.
in the ground. They're working, they're hands-on. So
In the ground.
they should call if they
Mhm.
haven't
Absolutely.
heard or do anything. Because I know there's always that little weird phase.
Transition.
that comes out.
Transition.
We don't want you guys to lose anybody. So we want to make sure you're out there. This is your new face.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And you have a new occupational therapist.
Yep.
Let's talk about her.
I actually don't know when. I
Really?
think she starts in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay.
Yes. So
Okay.
I know she's coming from San Diego.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know full details yet, but
Okay.
once I
But
do, I
somebody
will
is in
pass
place.
along those
Okay.
details to you. But yes, there is a new OT
Very
coming
cool.
from San Diego.
Awesome. Okay. And are you spending time over in Providence Place?
I have quite a
Okay.
bit. My hopes is to just be down and outpatient. That way I meet more patients
Gotcha.
and residents.
So that's the goal.
That's my goal.
But right now you're a little
Going
Doing it
back and
back
forth
and
just
forth.
to learn this huge place that I'm
Yes.
in now.
all right.
So
Well,
beautiful community though.
Have you seen anything like this machine we call Glencroft?
I have not, and I've been doing this for a long time.
Wow.
It's a beautiful campus.
Isn't
beautiful.
it? I love the big trees and feels
Yeah.
like old Phoenix.
Mhm.
And so I have a question.
Yeah.
What is your specialty? Like, what do you like to work on the most? I'm sure you have
I
something.
love neurology. I excelled
Okay.
in that in school.
Okay.
But based off of that, I can take anything with my foundational knowledge and expand that.
so explain what you mean by neurology. I mean, that's
so
interesting
that's
to me. How does that?
Parkinson's, that's MS,
Okay.
that's CVAs. Yeah.
Okay, and you like the mind and the body
Mhm.
connection and
And
how you can.
There's everything that we do is neurology. because learning or relearning something, it's based off neurology.
Oh, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we
Yeah.
have some really, really great residents that you're going to fall in love with.
I think so.
That is a fact. We've been lucky with ZoeLife over 5 years to get our hands on so many in independent living. And I have always wanted what we have now with the model of PTOT speech in place, and then all of the ZoeLife exercise physiology and all of that performance-based wellness to be that yin-yang cycle, because we get so many residents that are wanting to come to assessments and get in right away with our ZoeLife team, and it's always, okay, we're not quite ready for that. Let's get you in with therapy and let's get through this piece, and then you're going to get that handoff to our team. And then it's vice versa. We could have somebody who's doing great, and then they have an issue or they have a fall of some sort, and it's like, okay, go to the start of this cycle.
Right.
And that transition makes it so good for our residents.
Truly.
They don't have to drive anywhere. It's in-house.
Truly, yes.
I think what we've created down there with the Performance Center and the clinic, Room 1, Room 2, University, all of those components, that footprint is so functional for all aspects of life, for our residents and families. And I know when they come down, their families are like, I've never seen anything like this.
I know.
And all of these senior living places that are putting millions in there, it doesn't compare because it
No.
just feels different.
Well, they're kind of on their own. We're here. You have guidance. And the neurology connection is huge. I think that's, I would bet that's most every aging person's biggest concern.
Oh, 100%.
Is how your brain works with your body. And
Very
to have
complex.
somebody who that's your specialty is really a blessing.
No, it's very cool. It's
Yeah.
very
And
cool.
you see staff too, right? Because you do take insurance.
I haven't seen any yet, but I
are
will. I
able
can.
to.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's so great, because how hard is it to work and then have to go get physical therapy,
100%.
you know, and to be able to do it right here at work. I know staff has done it in the past, so
Okay, so
awesome.
resident that is wanting to connect with you guys, we have the brochures, we have trifolds. They do the number that is on that trifold to reach out. You guys return that phone call.
Absolutely.
You start understanding the insurance, what they have, submit that, get the doctors to play nice, and that's the process.
That's
right?
the two things we need is the insurance cards and doctor's orders. That's it. And then we can start
you guys take
the
it and
process
run.
from there. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow, what a great service.
It makes it easier.
It sure does.
Depending on the level of care needed or the therapy, what is an average time spent with you
good
guys?
question.
Like in terms of sessions, would it be 2 times a week, 3 times a week? What do you
So
see?
it varies from 2 to 3 times a week.
Okay.
And they're hour-long sessions.
Okay.
So
And they're all in the Performance Center,
correct.
not at home. That's
No,
not really something
no.
you guys are trying to drive them to. Us
Absolutely.
over there. Okay.
Absolutely.
Because you have the
We can
equipment.
accommodate if need be.
Okay.
But yeah, we hope to get it all in the Performance Center.
Right.
Yeah.
But worst case, it is an option. 'Cause
Yes,
I know back in the day you guys were
absolutely.
doing a little bit, but I know it was, and we really want that idea of this becomes the new norm, is coming and leaving your apartment and getting engaged in the Performance Center, in the clinic. So it's like when that handoff from your team to our team occurs, it becomes natural. And it's not this weird, wait, now where am I going?
Right.
I like it in my house. Like
Right.
that. It's a whole different mind shift.
It really is, and it does help mentally and physically. I've had patients, they start out with therapy and they're like, oh, I don't feel well, or I'm just not in the mood. And, I slowly get them to come, and then they come down and they work, and they're like, wow, I feel so much better.
Yeah.
Right. Nobody leaves
Just-
going, that was a waste of time.
Right.
I know.
They just,
It's like a lot of things in life. The hardest part is getting there.
right,
And it's all in your brain.
right,
You're right.
right.
So, and I think if you have to be somewhere, you feel more engaged in it.
Oh, 100%.
Right.
You know somebody's waiting for you.
Right.
It forces your hand a little bit.
Right.
I know, because we've had so many residents that are doing at-home therapy, and I hear some of the stories, and I'm going, I wish you were coming our way and working down here, because I think you can only do so much. I think the therapists that are going at home, they're doing a lot of functional, more occupational in the house, how they strategize, transferring, doing things. But I think the mindset changes, like you said, when you have to get up and go and know someone's waiting for you and execute and perform. And, I'm here for an hour. I'm going to sweat a little bit.
Right.
I'm going to feel good leaving.
Right.
I think it's a different animal.
And the socialization, they say that about your brain.
Right.
Of all the things that you need to be doing, sleeping, all those things, but socialization is the number one that helps you age successfully. We've done lots of research into that, and it's so easy. I know for me, when I go home, I'm like, oh, I'm staying here right on the couch. But you always feel better when you get out.
Right.
Well, we've been so lucky. This neuropathy group that we are in the middle of from assisted living right now, we're so lucky because of the bodies that we got from assisted living have been so engaged in this process. And we just finished week 3, and from a social aspect, so many in that group had barely left their apartment.
Right.
I mean, they might go eat, or you know what, I'm bringing that tray of food back to my place and I'm going to sit. And so for a lot of them to come out and do an activity every single day, it was like, wait.
And to make
this
friends.
This is my schedule. And yes, the amount of friends that they have made along the way.
Right.
And changing their diet, changing their sleep patterns, the way they're moving, all of the swimming, all of the drumming. I mean, there's just so many activities they're engaged in. And families are calling like, I don't know what you're doing to my mom, but I mean, forget the neuropathy. She's a happier person.
Right.
She's just joyful again. Like she's smiling. I haven't seen my mom smile in a year.
Yes.
Right.
And you know what I do like about the evolution of exercise and what we've learned is you don't have to be a marathon runner to get benefit. I mean, if you just get up and walk from your house to the performance center, that is so beneficial.
Yes.
You just need to move, and it's so easy to stay seated.
The effects of immobility is detrimental on the body.
Yeah.
So we just, exactly what you're saying, lamenting exactly what you're saying. You just need to get up and move.
Move.
And then for those folks who are on home health, usually it's a short period of time that they could transition to outpatient with us.
Right.
So we kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah, that's the goal. I think you said it great. It's like hand in hand in these stages.
Right.
So if you need at-home health,
transitional care,
you have to do that to get ready for you guys to come.
Absolutely.
To get ready for us and to get in the pool and do all those amazing things. And it's like, and then if something happens on the way, where do you need to go back to? Let's start this again.
Right.
And it's just that that safety net is in place in all aspects of wellness. That I think, starts with the food and it starts with the movement. I think seeing once again our walking team challenge in the way that we got over 5,300 miles in 6 weeks.
Yes.
Wow.
And we had, I want to say, maybe 45 residents participate this spring. That's a lot of miles for 45 people. I mean,
it's a lot. And it's like something to look forward to.
Yes.
You're committed.
Yep.
And I think that's so huge as we get older to make yourself make those commitments.
That's right. And coming out of COVID, we saw it. I mean, the sedentary,
it was so
and
hard.
our campus is a buzz, even through COVID, right? Like that performance center, we shut down for 1 week. That was it.
The
we
mental
just modified
aspect.
it.
The mental, yes. And oh, man, it's good to be on the other side of that.
It's good to be on the other side of that.
We learned a lot because I'm not certain that was our best
how much did we
move.
learn? And now we've blossomed into new programs.
Yep.
Right? Like we
knew
intuitively, like we got to get them out. Let's start this walking program where they walk separate, but they're accruing miles for their team, but they're socializing. And now it's blossomed into this that we're getting grants to help make them better. I mean, just it's funny to look back on COVID and be like, man, we've come so far in so many programs.
And I really, really love that as a campus, we're working so much more with the assisted living and the skilled nursing residents. I mean, the independent living residents can do a lot of things on their own, but it's so great to be in the middle of helping people who are just waiting for help.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Absolutely.
I can't wait for, and I don't know if I should even say it, but July.
Okay,
we're starting this pain management program in the dementia units.
Very
in
cool.
July.
Very
I'm just so excited because I think in that demographic, the verbalization of pain just isn't there.
No,
right?
right.
So I think a lot of behaviors and a lot of things occur just because you're in pain. Like I know when I have a sore neck, which is often, I'm kind of feisty, right? But if you can't verbalize that, like my neck hurts.
And you can verbalize it, so
I verbalize it very well.
We know.
But if you can't,
you
have things come out.
Exactly.
And here, you know, it's like, okay, we have a strategy with this pain management program of diet, nutrition, E-stem, exercise. We're going to bring that right over to the dementia unit and combine it with some technology. So we've got these great iPads. It's called memory lane games. And they're going to be able to like participate in all these like cognition games.
So great.
While working on pain, they won't even realize how much, and then make sure they're hydrated because that's what you have to do with this box. And it's like, can't wait to see what the rest of the summer looks like.
Well, can I sing during these sessions?
You can sing. I mean,
I do know a lot of songs.
Sing one right now. You would sing. Let's pretend.
Okay.
I am participating with a resident in memory care, and they've got their app and they're playing, and I'm on their back or shoulder. What are you singing?
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray.
Next line.
You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
I didn't see that coming, but hey.
Hey, it has another one.
Whoa.
The other night, dear, while I was sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms.
We can both
but
sing.
But when I woke up, I was mistaken. So I held my head and I cried.
Wow.
We can do a duo.
Yeah.
So if I hadn't told you had been singing on the show today, you would have freaked out. And you did it without even hesitating.
I know.
Dancing you were prepared for.
Right.
But singing?
Right, singing, no.
All right, so time's almost done.
Yep.
Give us your hopes for the next 6 months for outpatient therapy. What's the goal your team has between Providence Place and true outpatient over at Performance Center? What do you hope to accomplish?
My goal is to meet a lot of you residents and hopefully build a caseload. And that way we can get less falls within the communities and less hospitalizations too, because those go hand in hand. I myself have been working out for 30 years. So whatever I put you guys through, I put myself through as well. So definitely know how important exercise is in a daily life.
I love that.
Yep.
That is a great goal because that's been our goal since we started is the falls. Yeah. We know how
water and exercise are the two important things.
Yes.
Those are the things that send a lot of our residents to the hospital.
Yep. For sure.
So
for sure.
Extremely important.
All right. Give us one other thing you like to do. Not at work, not with therapy. You already said exercise, so that's out. What else do you enjoy? Are you a cooking person? What do you enjoy?
So I do love cooking. Okay. But I just started golfing.
Really?
Yep.
Good for you.
My husband and I have just started golfing.
Okay.
So.
Well, do you know this is a golf pro?
Uh-oh.
He is, honestly. I mean, my very first time golfing, I was golfing with him, and we collectively, I mean, I was a lot of help. We got, is it scored? Scored a 72. And
you did that putt on 14.
I did.
So good.
That one putt.
We do love
You were carrying the team, right?
I hate to say that, Holly. I really hate to brag, but
well, you need to come out with us. We still do have this amazing Parkinson's golf program.
Very cool.
We dropped
Very cool.
Day 3, you got a lot to learn on our side.
Yeah.
But we go over to the Wigwam.
Okay.
And we participate, and we've got a lot of golfers on this campus.
Yes,
We have, she's one of the
I could see how beneficial that would be.
It's amazing. And we use virtual reality in it, and it's just a very fun. And then, unfortunately, COVID, like everything, kind of made things like that difficult.
Yeah.
But we've managed to navigate around it. But a lot of I think when you get a diagnosis like Parkinson's, like, things like golf is like, well, I'm done with that.
No.
And I just
And
can't
they
do
don't
it.
want to be.
Right.
But it's just
I know.
You're just normal emotions come out.
Right.
You say, okay, I'm not gonna be able to do that anymore. And so it's been fun to try.
And this guy goes, oh, yes, you are.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
we have a lot of good golfers on this campus. So we have
Me, in case you
Of
need
course,
tips.
you carry the
All right,
team.
give us one more nugget. You got 50 seconds. Talk to the people.
So I hope to meet a lot of you guys. Come down and at least introduce yourself. Again, my name is Holly. Been doing this for a long time, and I myself have been working out for 30 years. So if you have any questions, please throw them at me.
And
Perfect.
she sings.
And she's a good singer.
Not a good
Yes.
singer,
She
but
was a good singer and knew the second verse.
I know.
I just couldn't believe it.
Gonna go home and practice.
All right, if you're interested in outpatient therapy, trifolds, we have flyers all over campus.
Well, and they could
I'll be
call
putting
you
more
or
up.
I.
Yeah,
too.
you guys can call directly at Forma Center and we'll get you guys in touch. So
Perfect.
easy peasy. But you guys are in clinic room 2,
Correct.
right outside the university room door, and then obviously in the gym. So easy to find, but it really is a good transition between needing a therapy and then going into ZoeLife and all the exercise-based programming. So, Holly, thanks for joining
Thank
us.
you.
of course.
Amazing.
Thank
This
you
will,
guys.
this
Thank
will
you.
now definitely go viral with these two voices
Oh.
of angels singing.
Be prepared. I have to sign so many autographs.
It's unbelievable. All right, thank you.